yogis, hope this finds you well. For our practice today, you will need a strap, so maybe press pause and go grab yourself a belt or dressing gown cord, piece of rope, or something just about a little over 1 meter long. So when you have yourself a cord or belt, I want you to hold it in the hands, and it's a little bit of a play to find the right length. It needs to be short enough that you can keep the tension in the slack, but long enough that you can get a smooth rotation in your shoulders. So take a couple of rounds, arms can go up and down. If you find yourself about here and you have to kind of wiggle and grunt and groan to get the arms across, then your strap is just a little bit too short. But likewise, if it's too long, you're going to really struggle to keep the tension in the strap as you go, and it's also a bit hard for the shoulders. When you have your strap in the right space, just pick it on up in front of you and take a moment, close your eyes. Find your breath. Low belly hugs in. Use your inhale, bring the strap all the way up towards the ceiling. Use your exhale, take it down behind. Use your inhale up to the ceiling. Exhale down in front. Inhale, take it up. And back. And up. And forward. 2 more. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, down in front. Good. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, just drop down shoulder height and stay. You can close down the eyes. It's about 3 breaths here. Just think of this as flossing for the shoulders, clearing through the joints, getting a nice easy motion there. 1 more breath here, please. Good. Inhale up. Exhale to the lap. Hold the strap, but release the tension, palms down. Pause, 1 breath. Just notice. There's a lot of sensation that comes down the arms when we do this. Good. Take a big roll of your shoulders up and back. Pick up the tension of your strap. Take your breath in, take it up. As you exhale, take your left hand down and your right arm up, but keep the strap drawing back behind you here. And then pull on your left hand, pull on your right hand. You'll feel this down the right armpit, upper right arm. Take another 2 breaths here, working pretty hard. Go, 1 more breath. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, right down, left up. Keep drawing back, keep pulling the arms apart. The more you pull, the stronger it is. And just 1 more breath here. Right, inhale, take it up. This time exhale, left down, right up, and take it into a bit of a side bend. So you might even drop your left hand somewhat down to the ground. Look past the right armpit, pull the right arm towards the ceiling. If it's too much left hand to ground, just towards the ground is perfect. I want you to feel this past the armpit, through the ribs, and even down into the waistline. Last breath here. And now take it up and off and out towards the other side. Again, turn the head towards the left. Pull the arms apart from each other. Side bend enough so you can feel through the left ribs, left waistline. And just 1 more breath here, please. All the way back on up. Exhale down into the lap. Keep hold of the strap, but release the tension. Hands on the knees. Close down the eyes. Just notice. Good. And we'll have one more round of the flossing of the shoulders. Pick the tension of the strap up. Use your breath in to the ceiling. Breath out, down behind. Breath in to the ceiling. Exhale, down in front. 3 more with your own breath in your own time. So many of us are sitting and working from home, so often a little hunched over, getting really tight across the front of the chest. This is really nice to just get some space and ease of motion back in the shoulders, back around the chest. Last one. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, back and behind. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, down in front. You can release the strap, just take the hands to the knees. Again, close down the eyes. Big roll of the shoulders up and back. Head. One more. You can pop the strap all the way off to the side. You're not done with it now. Interlace your fingers, press your hands forward and up on the breath in. On the breath out, palms press forward, lean into the back body, tuck your chin to your chest. Breath in, take it up, maybe even gaze up. Exhale, palms forward, lean it on back. One more time, inhale, take up. Exhale, palm forwards, lean back, make circles this time, big circles of the arms. Get the ribs involved, get the waistline involved here. Again, this should start to just feel really nice. And couple out in the other direction, all the way back and around. Press the ribs away from you in every direction as you go. Good. Palms press up to the ceiling, look on up. Exhale, cactus the arms, narrow the shoulder blades, spread your fingers. Inhale, lift through the heart. As you exhale, forearms together, bow down. Inhale, pick all of that up, lift up. Exhale, forearms together, bow down. Inhale to lift it up. One more time, forearms together, bow down. Inhale to lift up. As you exhale, elbows stay same height as your shoulders, just fingertips go down. Breath in, bring those palms back up. 2 more, exhale, take them down. Bring them back up. Take them down. Bring them back up. And then just horizontal, palms down. Take a breath in here, hug your belly in. As you exhale, take a twist towards the right. The torso doesn't change, so the arms stay set in the same place here. Maybe you can twist a little deeper from the belly. Right hip stays drawing back. Back to center. Take it off and out the other side. Left hip draws back. Perhaps twist a little deeper. Back to center. Inhale, cactus your arms. Take the interlace of the hands behind you. Roll the shoulders back. Lift through the heart. Maybe even press the knuckles down into the ground. And drop that forward into child's pose with a bind in the hands. Fist lifts up and away. Start to raise yourself up on the breath in. Release the arms. Give the wrists a big circle, both directions. And come on up and over onto your all fours. Place your palms underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and spread your fingers nice and wide. Couple rounds of cat-cow. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift through the heart, and look up. As you exhale, dome through the upper back. Tuck the chin, tuck the tail, press the earth away. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, dome through the back. One more time, inhale, pelvis tilts forward, chest lifts. Exhale, press the earth away, chin to chest. Find a neutral spine, a flat back, and then flip your hands back towards you so the fingers come towards the knees, the wrist creases to the top of the mat. And then little rock forward and back, forward and back. Keep pressing the 10 finger pads into the mat. And turn the hands inwards towards each other. So the hands, you've got the back of the hands down onto the ground and the palms facing upwards. And then press down into the back of the palms and just curl the fingers in, making fists and then opening out. If I turn this way, you can probably see a little better. Curl in, press them out. Curl them in, press them out. One more time, curl them in, press them out. Release flat hands down towards your mat. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Nice. Pedal out the dog a little bit. Take it for a walk, deep bend into one knee and then the other. Find your stillness in your down dog. Remember, fingers spread super wide here. Feet are about as wide as your hips. Lift through the kneecaps, low ribs hug in, and your armpits are rolling in towards the heart space. Press down into your left foot as you breathe in. Lift your right leg to the ceiling. As you exhale, take a bend in the knee and yawn the hip open. Inhale, straight leg out behind, 3-point dog. Exhale, right foot goes down to meet your left. Left leg lifts to the breath in. Yawn the hip open to the breath out. Square the hips, straight leg behind, 3-point dog. Left foot meets right, downward dog. Right leg to lift, inhale. Yawn the hip open for the breath out. Square the hips, right knee to nose, tiger curl, breath in. Take it back, down dog, exhale. Left leg to lift, breath in. Bend the knee, yawn the hip open, exhale. Knee to nose, tiger curl for the breath in, right up on those right tiptoes. Exhale, down dog, step it back. Right leg to lift once more. Bend the knee, roll the hip open. Square the hips, straight leg. Knee to nose, curl. Step your right foot through between your hands. Come to your fingertip lunge, full breath in. Hips up and back, pyramid pose, exhale. Take a moment here, just waking up into the back of that right leg. Look to your right toes. If possible, lift the right toes towards the face, squeeze the thigh. As you exhale, land the toes, bend the knee. Carefully step that back, downward dog. Left leg to lift, breath in. Bend the knee, roll the hip open, exhale. Square the hips, straight leg behind. Knee to nose, tiger curl. Step through, fingertip lunge. On your inhale. Exhale, hips up and back, pyramid pose, bow the head. Take a moment here again, just to open through the back of that left leg. Option to lift the left toes, take a half lift, look forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, land the foot, big step and fold, top of your mat, Uttanasana. Let your head be heavy. You can take hold, opposite elbow into opposite hand for ragdoll here. And just hang with the eyes closed for a couple of breaths. Breath by breath, lifting the sit bones closer towards the ceiling.
Grounding through the soles of the feet, feeling the back of the legs lengthen out. One more breath here. Let the arms go, let them dangle down. Press down into the soles of your feet. Big rise to stand. Take your arms wide, gather the palms up and overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. And as you exhale, bring the palms in towards the heart space, Samastiti. Inhale, big sweep of the arms up. Exhale to fold, soft knees, firm belly. Halfway lift, peek forward. Exhale to fold. One more time, inhale to stand all the way up. Exhale down. Halfway lift to breath in. Fold to breath out. Step plank pose. Slow delivery, belly all the way down to your mat. Fingertips in line with the top of the shoulders, pressed into the tops of the feet, thighs engaged. Inhale, Bhujangasana, low cobra. And then take a circle of your left shoulder up and back. And then a circle of your right. Stay in your cobra, second time, feels a bit better. Big circle left, big circle right. Getting the hang of it, one more time to the left, one more time to the right. It's a movement of the scapula, last one, left, last one, right. Stay in your Bhujangasana, hover your hands up and off the mat. Take one last breath in. As you exhale, down the cactus arms, forehead to earth. Take your left cheek to the mat. Take your right fingertips to the mat. Press into your right hand as you roll a little or a lot onto the left side body. Your left arm is staying up behind you. There's a bend in the elbow. It's about a 90 degrees here. Take one more breath. Good. And then try and stay in this shape. Try and keep the body exactly as it is. Don't lose it and don't pick up tension in the neck and in the jaw. And see if you can hover the left arm off the ground. If you're watching the video, it's super subtle. My back is towards you, which is a bit tricky, but you should be able to see my left arm coming up off the ground. It's very challenging. Take a breath in. Exhale, left hand goes down, deepen into the stretch. One more time, try and keep the shape, keep tone in your belly, don't pick it up, neck or jaw in terms of tension, and try and float that left arm up and off the ground. I start with my elbow, and then I lift my fingertips. Just one breath. Put it back down, and then you can stretch further into the space. Good, roll that across onto your belly and out to the other side. So right hand down, left fingertips to the mat. Ease into the stretch for one breath. And then try not to let anything change in the body once more. Don't pick up tension. And hover that right arm up and off the ground. Harder for you to see when I'm in this position. Put the arm down, ease on back into the stretch. Good. And then try it one more time. Picking up the arm. Placing it back down, easing on into the stretch. So every time you do this, when we then relax into the space, you should feel that you can come a little deeper. It should be more comfortable. Roll that back onto your belly, hands either side of your ribs. Bhujangasana, maybe even upward dog if you're ready for it. And take that back, downward facing dog. Let's find some flow. Right leg to lift for the breath in. Hip opens, breath out. Knee to nose, tiger curl on the inhale. Step through between your hands, fingertip lunge. In fact, hover the fingertips. Hips up and back, pyramid pose, breath out. Breath in, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, standing splits, left leg to the sky, bow the head down. Inhale, half lift, left foot meets right. Breath out all the way down. Come to stand, bring your left knee to your chest as you do stork pose. Exhale, arrowhead, left foot to the back of the mat, wing the arms back. Left knee delivers, reach for the sky, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back into pyramid pose, hips up and back. Fingertip lunge for the breath in. Plank for the breath out. Forward onto the tiptoes, knees or no knees, chaturanga. Cobra, or of course, upward facing dog. Up dog, knees, thighs floating, press into the hands. Chin to chest, belly to spine, downward facing dog. Left leg will float. Bend the knee, roll the hip open. Knee to nose, tiger curl. Step through. Fingertip lunge to the breath in. Hips up and back, pyramid pose, breath out. Halfway lift here. Exhale, standing splits. Right leg to the sky, bow down. Right foot meets left, half lift. Exhale to fold. All the way to stand. Right knee will come to your chest, stork. Arrowhead, careful step back, long step. Knee to the earth, arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Hands to the mat, hips up and back, pyramid pose. Bend the knee, look forward. Step it back for plank. Take a breath in plank. Chaturanga for the breath out. Heart opens, up dog or cobra. Take that back, downward facing dog. Again, right leg to left. Stay with the flow. Exhale, hip rolls open. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, step it through. Fingertip lunge, breath in. Pyramid pose, breath out. Half lift. Standing splits, left leg to the sky. Left foot meets right, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. All the way to stand, left knee to chest. Stepping it back for arrowhead, arms wing back. Knee to the mat, reach to the ceiling, Anjaneyasana. Hips up and back, pyramid pose off that left knee. Bend the right knee, look forward. Step it back for plank. Breath in plank. Breath out, chaturanga. Flip the toes, up dog. Roll it back, down dog. Left leg to lift, last round. Bend the knee, roll the hip open. Knee to nose, tiger curl. Step it through. Fingertip lunge for breath in. Hips up and back, pyramid pose, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Standing splits, right leg to the sky. Right foot meets left, half lift. Exhale to fold. As we come to stand, right knee to the chest, stork, bring it up. Arrowhead, stepping it back long to the back of the mat. Right knee will earth, reach for the sky. Hips up and back off the right knee, pyramid pose, bow in. Bend the knee, look forward. Careful step back for plank. Full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Flip the toes, up dog. Roll it back, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Right leg to lift. Through between your hands. Drop your left heel, turn the toes out a little. Reach for the ceiling for warrior one. Work on really squaring the hips and the chest to the front of the mat for warrior one. Take a full breath in here. Exhale, interlace the hands behind, catch a bind, lift through the heart. And then bow towards the inner right thigh. Your head can be heavy here, fist up and away from the low back. One more breath down here. Lose the bind, reverse the warrior, maintain the lunge in your right knee. Right fingertips swoop to the sky. Exhale, land warrior two. You'll need to shift and adjust the feet here. Heel to arch alignment is a pretty good place to aim for. Take another full breath. Sweep your left arm underneath your right. Palms or back of hands, eagle arms, fingertips to the ceiling, look up. Exhale, again, bow towards that inner right thigh. Think forearms to earth, not just fingertips. Head can be heavy, gaze can even go back towards that back arch. Lose the bind as you inhale, warrior two, rise it up. Exhale, sink down. Flip that front palm, reverse your warrior, full breath in. Exhale, windmill the hands to the mat. Step and fold, top of your mat, let it go. All the way to stand for your inhale. Hands simply to prayer, breath out. Right knee to chest. Take a bend in the left leg, cross your right over left. Full Garudasana wrap if you have the wrap of the toes. Kickstanding those right big toe to the outside of the left ankle if your balance is tricky today. You choose. And then cactus your arms. Lift through your heart, sink a little deeper. Take a big breath in. Sweep your left arm over the top of your right, palms or back of hands together. 2 breaths in stillness. One more. Keep the arms. Unravel your right leg all the way back behind you, bound warrior 3. Heel presses away. Pick up the front of the left hip, drop the front of the right hip. One more breath in. Unravel, fingertips down, right leg to the sky, little standing splits. Drop those right toes to the back of the mat. Heel lands, warrior 1 for your inhale. Left foot is forward. Squaring the hips, left draws back, right forward, full breath in. And then catch the bind behind, interlace the hands, lift through the heart on the inhale. Exhale, strong right thigh, pressing into the outer edge of your right foot as you bow forward, humble your warrior. Let the head be heavy, gaze to the right arch. Narrow the shoulder blades to lift the fist up and away from the low back. Lose your bind, maintain your lunge, reverse the warrior. Big swoop, left arm up and over. Exhale, open out into warrior 2. Take a little peek down at your left knee. Make sure you can see the left big toe inside the knee. You don't want the knee dropping in. Sweep your right arm underneath your left Garudasana bind. Pick the arms up on the inhale. Bow down on the breath out again to the inner thigh. Head can be heavy. Last breath down here. Rise, open for warrior 2. Settle in. Flip the palm and reverse. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands. Big step and fold, top of your mat, Uttanasana. All the way to stand as you rise. Hands to heart, breath out. Left knee to chest.
Eagle wrap your legs or kickstand left toes next to right ankle. Again, up to you, deep bend. When you have that, cactus the arms. Keep the belly and the ribs pulling in. Take another full breath here. Right arm will come up and over the left, eagle bind. Fix the gaze, steady the body, find the focus. Keep the arms, unravel your left leg all the way back. Bound warrior 3. Kick that heel away from you. Really power up your left leg. The stronger you make your left leg, the more the belly pulls in, the easier the balance, the steadier the body. Last breath. Left toes can drop to the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms high. Hands to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. You can either stay here in down dog or rock forward to plank on your inhale. Chaturanga to the breath out. Flip the toes, heart opens, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Rock forward into plank. Drop your knees. Keep your toes tucked and come back and sit upon your heels. Good. And just take a moment, hands to knees, close down the eyes, fire toes. Nice to check that your little toes are coming in here. They don't like being joined into this. It's pretty strong for the feet. Let's take one more breath. Good. Come on up to your knees. Toes can stay tucked first round. Option 1, interlace the hands simply behind, narrow the shoulder blades, broaden the collarbones, lift the sternum, look to the top wall between wall and ceiling, tuck the tail under, hips forward, and then just start to lean back, pulling the fist away from the low back. So that's a really nice, gentle heart opener. Tiny bit of a back bend going on there as well. So you can stay there, option 1. Option 2, hands to the low back. Have a play around, fingers up, fingers down. I prefer down, but other people prefer up. And it's like you're really tucking the tail under, so press the top of the buttocks down to have that tuck. Narrow the elbows, narrow the shoulder blades. Broaden and lift the chest. Imagine you have a little hook under the sternum, and it's just lifting up. As you do, lift the chest, narrow the blades, look up, belly hugs in, hips forward. Perhaps you start to lean back. Some of you might even release hands to back of heels, camel pose or strasana. You might even like to drop your head back. It's a lot though, so be careful. You may even wish to untuck your toes. You can come on up, untuck your toes, come back down again. Take a good 3 or 4 breaths in camel. However far you take it, whatever feels good. Certainly these big chest openers, deep back bends can be a lot, particularly when the body is feeling a bit anxious and a bit stressed. Last breath here. Chin to chest, belly in as you come up. Resist child's pose, just sit down on the heels. Take the palms to the knees. Close down the eyes for a moment. Just let everything settle. Notice how you feel. What sensations came up? What's kind of swirling around in the body? If that felt really vulnerable today or super brave, anywhere in between the two. You're welcome to take another round if you want to. Otherwise, just stay paused. Stay in the body. And really settle the breath. If you're taking another round, starting to finish up,
If you didn't take another round, slip your hands forward into child's pose. Drop your forehead to the mat. Child's pose, if you're not there already, please. Rise back on up to the all fours. Make your way into a seated cross leg. Take your right arm to the ceiling. Take a bend in the elbow, palm to the back of the neck. Option 1, left hand will rest on the right elbow, drawing it down. Option 2, left arm goes wide. There's an exaggerated forward rotation to bend the elbow, and maybe fingertips meet behind you, or perhaps even just some clothing. You've got a strap as well, you can use that. Now watch you don't tilt forward, tucking chin to chest. Really lift up, press that elbow back. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Keep the belly drawing in. Keep the legs pretty soft, pressing down through the seat. Last breath here. Full breath in. And you can either stay upright, or if it might feel nice, try and fold forward. Try and maintain the bind. Carefully release the bind, stay in your fold, and reach your arms out in front of you, fingertips or flat palms down. Let your head be heavy here. Walk your hands over towards the right side of your mat. Left hip draws back. And have a play with the set of your ribs, so you can feel something pretty nice down the space between the lowest left rib and the back of the left hip. You can reach that right arm towards the back of the mat, fingertips reaching in opposite directions. I really like that, it feels really nice. Last breath here. Just stay in your fold, but walk your hands forward. Slowly raising on up. Left arm to the sky, inhale. Take a bend in the elbow, palm back of head. Option 1, right hand to the left elbow, drawing it down. Option 2, right arm goes wide, find that forward, and then bend the elbow, wrap behind, grabbing fingertips, clothing, or anything else that feels nice. Sit really tall here. You can close down your eyes, keep the ribs pulling in, the belly in. Couple more breaths. Take a breath in, either staying upright in your seat or folding forward, trying to maintain the bind. If it hurts the shoulders in any way, please let this go. It can be very strong for some of us. And one more breath here. Slowly release the bind. Reach the arms forward. Watch the set of that right shoulder blade as you do that. And then walk the hands over to the top left corner of your mat. Right hip draws back, and once more really playing with the set of the rib cage so you can feel something good down that right side. You can walk the left hand right to the back of the mat. And just 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Walk the hand back up, both fingertips to center. Walk the hands back in towards you, raise up. As you get there, take a bind behind you, opposite hand into opposite elbow or opposite wrist. Sit really tall on your breath in, close the eyes. As you exhale, start to fold forward here. Let the head be heavy, maintain the bind. And just try and relax into this shape, full surrender down towards your mat. You can spend as long as you like here. Go for at least 5 breaths, but if you want more than that, please do so. The only place you're going to next is Shavasana. This last posture is a wonderful way to seal the practice, to just settle, to work on deepening and slowing down your breath. To start and really settle the focus under the skin. Keeping the eyes closed, the movement slow. Whenever you're ready, raise up and over, taking time for Shavasana. Often when we practice at home, using films, we can think, oh, I'm just going to skip this out, but please don't. Even if you just lay for a minute, it's a really vital part of the practice. It allows the body to just make sense of what it's just done. Set down new pathways, new memory. And it is this perfect time to give permission to just be still. To enjoy every sensation our body's showing us. You, of course, can stay in Shavasana as long as you wish. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.